Welcome back to PGHY Schwartz. This is Paru from Paru's Custom Corner. We're looking at Death Parade, and today we're looking at Red. And once again, I've got the homie Spyro here as my
Hi.
partner, and they're going to be reading out this first card for you.
Okay. Here we have Refusing to Live, Mayu. This is a level 3 4500. Okay. She has assist 2000 to all of your game characters in front of her. And on reverse memory as well. On reverse memory kick. And when it's placed on the stage from hand or waiting room, you can choose an event in your clock and put into your memory.
Okay, Spyro,
Uh,
did you see the Assassin's Creed
Yeah,
videos?
yeah. I immediately got like PTSD
Oh yeah.
flashbacks from the
I got the Ezio
Assassin's Creed.
PTSD.
Yeah,
Cards cannot have on play from waiting room heal because standby
I mean,
exists.
okay. To be fair, this one is you have to specifically heal an event, so
Oh,
maybe
I
it's fine. So,
yeah, but it's healed to memory.
I mean,
Oh, wait a
sorry, I don't
minute.
know.
Okay, that means you can
Yeah, you
trigger
can target your play game events. Yeah,
play a game events
that's definitely the
during your
intention.
battle
Yeah,
phase. Or you can just stand by it out during your like climax phase.
yeah. That I think that's the idea. Like you clock your play a game event, and then you stand by this, you heal that event, and then you trigger it, and then continue on with your attack phase.
Okay, and then so Bushiroad does not make these memory kick level 3s anymore. These memory kick assists. Since they started making a bunch of cards that require you to have full like four or more characters boards.
Yeah, no, they are a lot more selective with the memory keys.
Yeah, so this card,
It's
it's
kind of
good.
like
It's really
how,
good, but it would not be printed like with that effect on.
yeah,
I think this.
it's kind of like how they never made like climax hate again ever since climax combos became the main thing you're
Yeah,
trying to do. Yeah,
I think this card's pretty good. It's
yeah,
like
actually,
interesting too.
and actually, with these conditions, with this power level, the heal, the second effect actually costs like a whole bunch of power, I think.
Sure, it
Because
should.
it's like five. The first one is 25 because it's to game characters specifically.
Okay.
So it's five, it's seven K, and then the second effect would be 45 as a non as a level 3 ability, which even though it's still like a very restricted heal, I think is very warranted since it triggers from standby. So I think it's actually well balanced for the strength it potentially allows.
I don't remember if we gave anything in A or if I specifically gave anything in A yet, but I think this is like the best card
I think
we've
I
seen so
think I
far.
gave an A to the I don't remember. I gave an A to something, but I said that it's an A only if you don't take into account that the events remove themselves. I don't remember what though.
Okay. It might have been the early play then.
Maybe I don't remember.
Okay.
Uh,
So let's say it's balanced. Let's trust
yeah,
the
yeah. I
author
think
here.
like it costs a lot of power. I think it's fine. It's restricted to only events. It not just heal anything.
And then
So
flavor, what do you think?
I don't think there's any particular flavor.
Sure.
It's just like a strong standard target.
Very strong standby target.
Yeah, this is like just another one of the players, but it's basically this one was for the guy that's the other guy in red. We'll look at him next.
Okay.
Uh, okay, yeah, this guy right here, Ginty. I think
Ginty.
this is you.
Alright, yeah, we got Arbiter of v-
That's the
Vinginti.
name of his
Ginty.
room.
Oh my
The rooms
god.
have names.
Okay.
I don't remember. Yeah, he has a bunch of player games. I scrolled over this card.
Oh yeah,
This
this
card.
card is a nightmare to read.
I have no idea what's happening.
Okay,
But this,
so I'm gonna try to decipher
yeah,
this for everyone. On play, you may heal one. Then he has a climax combo. On attack, if you have this specific standby in your climax area, you may discard two. If you do, he gets plus 2,000 power until the end of the turn, and then you perform one of the following actions. You search your deck for an event card with play a game, put it into your memory, shuffle your deck, then choose any event cards in memory with play a game, and you activate that card's play a game effect. Um, or you choose up to one event card with play a game in waiting room, put it into your memory, choose an event card in memory with play a game, and activate the play a game effect on it.
Okay,
This
that's
sounds like it does a whole lot. I think the problem is it does nothing.
okay. So actually,
Yeah.
this you get to trigger two games because the events always trigger one when they go to memory, and then he gets to choose another one.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see. Ah, okay. This is a little better than I thought it was. You're
yeah,
right.
and also like even all of the events say that you need to not have another event in your memory, but with this you
It
get to add
cheats.
additional events. Yeah, so
Okay.
you can have two events. You can potentially do the one you sent, and then you can choose the other one if that benefits you for some reason.
So as a finisher, I think it's still probably you still probably want to send the
I mean, yeah, the only finisher we've seen so far is the billiards.
yeah, you probably want to send billiards unless maybe red gets a cool one later that I forgot about.
Yeah, I think they get one. There is definitely one they should get in terms of flavor for the characters in Reddit.
Okay,
Uh, but I don't remember.
sure. So just from what we know now, at best this is on attack discard 2 burn 1 burn 1. But
Yeah,
it
which
might
is
be on
it's
attack
about the same as
but
the yellow one.
it's about the same as the yellow one. This might be, but because it doesn't have a guaranteed burn on it, this might be on attack, discard 2, burn yourself twice.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That is,
But it's on a standby, so
it is on standby, which is a good trigger, but the trigger can only get you so far. You need to have good cards to
yeah,
go with it.
yeah, obviously. Okay, this is cool. I like that you can do games at least. I don't know, you can at least
This card on
do
any given
stuff.
turn is like either a D or an A, depending on if it hits.
Yeah, I
No, I
guess
guess
that
it's an F.
balances
It's
out
like an F
at
minus or like
C.
an A plus.
I guess because we can just let's just say C.
It's hard to like
Just
rate
like
things that have such a sway and variance.
yeah, I would say the flavor is actually really good because this guy, he's basically unlike Dekim. He's another one of the judging
Uh huh.
arbiters. So unlike Dekim, who actually considers the emotions of the people playing the game, this
Uh.
guy he's on the grind. He just wants to go through as many people as
Oh,
possible
I
to
get it.
just get the get the paycheck. They don't get paid, but he wants to finish his daily amount as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
So it makes sense that he would trigger two games. He wants to go as fast as possible.
Okay, that's good flavor. I like that. And it's different, as you were saying, like from like the stuff we saw earlier on.
Yeah,
Balance seems fine.
yeah, bounce is probably fine.
It's like
It's
a
yeah,
standard heal and climax combo.
yeah.
All right, this is you.
Okay, quietly observing Gimpy. When this is placed on the stationary hand, you mill two. If there's a climax among them, you put the top card of your opponent's deck in your waiting room, choose a card in your opponent's waiting room, put it on top of the deck, and on play, you ditch a climax to choose a character in your waiting room and return to your hand. Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
I know that first effect isn't Vivid Strike. It costs
I think it costs
1500.
1,000,
1500. Oh, a
1,500.
thousand, thousand, thousand. You're
I
right.
think it's 1,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember it. It's this effect is also on the Changer for it's on Slime One where they have the 1/0 Sisu that changes into the Ifrit that burns 4 3 times.
Oh.
That's her first effect. Yeah, and then it the climax is normally 1,000. The climax this to other character, but since this one is straightless, I guess we can say that that's 1,500. So I guess this is fine balance.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, and as a card, it's like okay, it's a you have your bits. and you also get a mill too to potentially get more targets, I guess.
Hmm.
And if you manage to mill a climax and then mill a climax from your opponent, and then you can stack a level 0 to guarantee your billiards, I guess that's awesome if it happens. But as a card, it's like okay, you probably display one or two if you want for getting bars and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is like too much. This is too small. Like
Yeah,
it's the filter effect isn't bad or anything, but like mandatory mill 2 can like screw over your own deck sometimes.
yeah, I think it can be cool because there are a lot of cool upsides you can give cards for milling too.
Uh-huh.
Mandatory, but yeah, this is not one of the cool ones.
Yeah.
This one's very. If you're extra like you have to also mill a climax from your opponent. I mean, and I don't think there is any specific flavor in this one.
All right.
Just the stuff.
Sure. We can go on to that next guy then. We got another
Uh,
Ginty.
okay.
It's a climax combo. He combos with the yellow Stoxel or the standby. Does the same one that the 1-0 Decim we saw earlier was on.
Yeah.
So this is, what does he do? When you play that climax, you may put him from stage to clock. If you do, stand one of your rested characters. And then he is also a tap self check 3 brainstorm.
Yeah, it's actually brainstorm. I cannot hear you. Something happened.
Oh, did my microphone stop?
Okay.
Or are
Okay.
you good?
I think I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. That's weird, yeah.
Okay.
He does.
Okay, so immediately
What do you think of
the
this?
the Tech 3 brainstorm is 2000, first and
Okay.
foremost. Okay. So okay, but we have to talk about this combo right here. This combo exists as just return to hand, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, putting self to clock is pretty rough.
I don't know why this is put to clock. It seems pretty
Kind of nerfed
like
for no reason,
unnecessary.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there like the
Yeah,
cowgirl in
cowgirl.
Goblin Slayer?
Is she pay one bounce self? I don't think so. That's
Oh,
like
yeah, no, I think she might be pay one actually. Now that you mention it, I have wait,
I have it
Goblin
right here.
Slayer.
She is pay one bounce self.
Yeah, yes, it's pay one. I
So it's
get.
correct. Doesn't mean I
No, it's
like
not
it.
correct. It's still not correct. It would be clock one from top of your deck, then bounce him. You still have to bounce him. That that should still be part of the
No,
effect.
sacking and okay, sending a self to clock, it counts as two cards. It counts
No,
as
like you
a
still the bouncing yourself to hand is not considered like an action plus in Bushman. It's considered as just like a thing you do.
oh, okay, sure.
So I think this if you wanted to make this like a clock based cost for this effect, it would be clock one and then you still return him to hand.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I think that exists also in Ilya, so that's fine. Also, the cowgirl only chooses traded characters.
Yeah, I guess you could. I don't know. That's probably like a small condition. That's probably not much.
So something's wrong with this card.
I
He's all
mean, there is that. Yeah, it's definitely wrong because the brainstorm is 2000.
yeah.
And and then the combo is really underpowered for no reason.
I don't really like these kinds of standby effects, but I guess if it's stapled onto a brainstorm already, it's like fine.
I think it's fine. My biggest problem with the cowgirl style ones that you cannot stand what you stand by
Yeah.
because you remove her. Like
Well, you
if you remove
can.
her from the board, you have to stand immediately. Like
Technically, you can.
I think a better version of cowgirl would be if you gave a character the ability to stand a
Mm,
character at the beginning of your attack phase
okay.
or
Yeah,
something like that,
that's right.
so that you can actually bounce put the target in that slot and then stand it. But that's an idea for a different set.
Um, I think it's like kind of fine, but I don't like the cost
Yeah,
much.
the cost is what kills it. Like if it was the correct cost,
Why am I
we could
reading this as C
talk
plus?
about it.
Flavor. Is there anything here to it?
I don't think there's anything
There's
to
no
Cleveland.
point to living, he said. There's no meaning to living.
Yeah, I guess that's something. Yeah.
So he kills himself.
Basically, he does no, he doesn't. Basically, his deal is that he doesn't enjoy just the whole thing that's going on,
Uh-huh.
where he has to judge people, and then he doesn't get attached to them or anything. He just goes through it as fast as possible so that he can just slack off afterwards because he just doesn't like his life, basically.
Sure, I get it.
Yeah, yeah, like, and it only changed when he had to judge the girl that was the first card. That's
Okay.
his sort of arc.
So next one. This is you.
Okay. Queen of the Dead, Castra. Uh, on play, you can pay on this one. If you
Oh, it's
do, it's
vanilla.
Kazuma.
Yeah, it's
It's,
Kazuma. Kazuma's fine. He's
yeah, I
like a
think
decent card.
Kazuma's fine.
Gives uh
Uh,
you can
I
have the
think I think she's another one of the information people. So
sure.
looking is cool flavor.
Sure. You can have the next one because that one was kind of whatever.
Yeah, okay. Knocked out Gimpy. On play, mandatory mill 2. Again, if you hit a climax, you can give a character 1500. And he's a level 1 reverser. Yeah, that first effect, like, it existed so much in other sets, and I never understood, like, why is that a thing?
Yeah, random
You
power
have
is
to,
like
you have to hit a climax just to give it some extra power.
and then
Why?
consider that they made this like exact level 1 bomb that gives 2000 that just has to reveal a character instead of a climax.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the other weird part. Like, hitting a climax in your mandatory mill and hitting all trade is considered equivalent in
Oh,
Bushmath, which is crazy.
that is wild.
It's it's crazy to me that that's considered equal in any universe. I
That's
don't
why
know.
we'll never see the Beatrice from ReZero again. That mills a climax and salvages a card for free.
I mean, yeah, that's I I don't know how do you even that one's a whole other can of worms.
That card's
This
abhorrent.
salvage one for free in a weird if you hit a very specific thing.
Yeah, she's an abomination. It's okay. This card is not very exciting, and I don't think it's very
Yeah,
good.
I'm pretty sure the first spec is only 500, so this is also under spec. But
Yeah.
since it's a bomb, it works in its favor, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's a
Flavor,
bomb.
anything to it?
Uh, he gets knocked out. I don't know. I don't think there's anything.
Okay. What is this? We got Starstruck Mayu. On attack, if all your characters are game, she gets 1500 until the end of the turn. And it's Marika. On reverse with the climax, you may salvage a character.
Okay, this salvage is traded though, so it should
It
also give
should
a
do
thousand
something.
after that.
It should do something extra. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The just salvage is tradeless. And also the first effect should give her 2000. It's just like a lot of the
Sure. Yeah.
TD cards we saw that were had the same mistake.
Yeah. If it didn't have the condition on it, then gaining 1500 would be okay. Um, strength. I don't think
I mean,
Marika is
yeah, I
very
mean
good on.
it's a fine. I guess it's fine for like 5 years ago. Mm,
Even 5 years ago, we were starting to
yeah,
like
whatever.
wonder if we really wanted to be playing this card.
I
Flavor
mean,
wise, there's probably nothing
uh,
here, right?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here.
Okay,
I
sure.
guess because she was like basically this was the equivalent to Chiyaki for Ginty, but
Ah,
basically he was the first person. He was the person that he really the first time he felt emotions for one of his players. So
mm-hmm.
I guess you can say that he that she metaphorically salvaged
No,
his
no, we're done.
his mental
No,
state
we're
or
done.
something.
Next card. Go for it.
Okay. Shaking things up, Ginty. At the beginning of your anchor step, if all of your other cards are not rested,
What the
you can
hell?
pay the cost, rest this card.
Is that really
Uh,
how these effects are worded?
I think usually it's if you don't have another reversed. No, if all of the others are reversed. I don't remember. It's something like that. I don't,
Okay, whatever. I know what it's trying to say. It's like Harino
yeah, it's
Encore.
that. Yeah, and then it's also a reverse
It's reverse
Datsy.
anti-change bomb, yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
this is probably an old set, so
it's
I
like the
guess that
same
makes sense.
problem. It's the same problem as the yellow one, where it has Encore on it,
Yeah,
but it
well,
has to activate
you have
twice.
to save it twice to get extra use. That's the
So,
problem,
so
just
so
like
far
the
the
yellow
yellow one
one.
is better, just because it removes the card.
Yeah,
Um,
well, yeah, I guess this is still like
it is a
fine.
bomb still. It still does something.
Contender and
Uh,
flavor.
Harino
And
Encore is what? 500 power.
I think it's 500. So this is also
It's also under spec, right?
really under spec here.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Next we got Hard at Work Castra. She's got a cool skull helmet. This. Oh, what the hell is this do? When this card is placed on stage from hand, you may pay cost, which is which is putting a climax from hand into clock. If you do, spawn a cost 1 or lower character. No, it's not even or lower. Spawn specifically a cost 1 character from waiting room as rest. What the hell?
Because it's like this feels like one of those weird fake standby cards that you put in sets without standby just to be funny.
This
So yeah, you could kind of play standby if you
this
wanted.
reads as like a really old card.
I mean, yeah, definitely. But yeah, like it
Uh,
reminds me of all of those weird fakes, kind of standby effects that they give to sets that don't
Climax
have
from hand to
standby.
clock is rough.
Yeah, like I don't know, even for a cost one, uh, like what are you getting with this? I don't think we saw anything that's worth.
If it
You
came
could also
out
just
standing, maybe it would be worth it. But
yeah,
like
you
as
could
it
also
is,
just play a standby and summon whatever this was going to summon. Yeah, balance. I have no idea. I could definitely see this like in a really old set, like you said. Yeah,
yeah.
this is
Is she like a
no. I think this is
necromancer?
honestly this is just a knife because like
Sure.
you have standby. If you
Oh
didn't
yeah,
have
you have
standby,
standby. Why would you play this? Just stand by the
if you
goddamn
didn't
card.
have standby, maybe you had some stuff with this. But
Is she like a
yeah, there's no
necromancer?
reason.
Is that what's going on here?
From what I remember, she just had like I think she was just one of the information people. She just had like, but she had like all of the souls. I think she saw which people died and which people lived, and then she was like in a scanner and said like, "Oh, the amount of deaths in the last week have increased by 13% or something like that." So I
Okay.
don't know. I guess if anything, she should like kill stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure what I have no idea what is like here, honestly. I just don't give it minds.
Sure. Next one. This is you.
Okay, listening along, my you. If you have this guy in your memory, he gets 1500 power. And when this card attacks, if you have uh, this event in your waiting room, choose a card in your waiting room, put your hand, choose a guy you can put in your waiting room. So it's like those it's like the thing with the sword, but with with differences. I don't know. It's similar but not.
Yeah. So hang on.
It's
So
also
that
like 5,000 with two positive effects. So
yeah.
that's
So that
definitely
second
around.
effect, like it kind of exists in a few sets as like an on reverse effect that has
Yeah,
500 power, and I'm willing
I
to say that this is
mm,
okay, but it's costed at like 0 power here.
yeah no. It definitely needs to be costed
Oops. What the hell
more
did I just
power.
do? I made 2 blank slides somehow. Yeah, it's definitely over spec.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely needs to be weaker, not sure how by how much,
Oops.
because that second effect is usually on the players, as you said. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
It's I
This
mean
is
it's a
like,
65 with like free on attack salvage ditch one. So
yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
it's
yeah.
good.
Again, it reminds me of those packages where you play the event and don't get a blind stutter, but it's yeah, but you get to salvage this
Mhm.
instead. It also depends on how good these two cards are, I guess.
I remember the boy being decent.
And the flavor is good. Basically, this is actually the stupidest sort of plot. Basically, when she was alive, she was obsessed with this idol. The, and then the way she died is that I think she literally she was like singing one of the band's songs while she was while she was taking a shower, and she slipped on the soap and just killed herself, just
Jesus.
dropped dead.
Wow, okay. That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, this card was weird. Okay. We got a 1175 Ginty. He and the character facing him have hand encore.
Yeah, this would be neutral, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I know it's
So
balanced.
well, no, because character face, no, yeah, I think this is, it would be 7K in this case because it
Oh,
doesn't get any
oh,
extra power. Yeah.
I forgot that I forgot
Yeah.
that vanillas weren't 75, my bad.
Yeah, they almost always make them 75,
Right.
so that's fair.
Um I don't like this much at all. I would just play the other 1-1. Just play the green one.
Yeah, no, it's just 7K. The Encore facing it, it's potentially bad. But yeah, I guess plus maybe plays in some universe, but you have a better one
Really
in this
bad
set.
into standby mirrors, like where you're giving your opponent,
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely
yeah,
really bad when you're giving.
flavor is giving opponents characters
Mm,
encore flavor.
I mean, if this like, I don't know, if this was like a flavor effect where if the character facing this is a Mayu, you give Encore, then it would be flavor. But usually he doesn't spare anyone. Usually he's pretty
Oh, so
brutal.
that's like actually
I
kind
don't
of
know.
bad flavor.
Yeah, like I would like if this was like a back row or something, and he gave my characters with Mayu and its card name Encore or something because
Hmm.
he did because he really connected with her in particular,
Okay,
and wasn't, I don't know,
yeah, that makes sense.
whatever.
Um,
Okay, an empty cell, Ginty. All of your other game characters get 1,000 power, and this activates one time per turn. When you play a game, choose a character and it gets X, where X is your other character's times 500.
okay, so this
Uh,
is another weird one where it's like it seems to be based off of like the Goblin Slayer Cowgirl level 2, but it's just 2000 power smaller.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this person seems to think that playing a game is somehow way harder than like using an event or using an act. Way easier.
Well, easier,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, which is like, it's weird.
Yeah, there are
Doesn't make much
like it's a
sense.
lot easier to just play a cost 0 event from your hand than to like jump through
Yeah,
3
it's the
hoops to
same.
use a play a game.
Using acts is usually like also very similar in terms of
Yeah, I
costs,
would just cost it
which
the
is like, I
same as
don't
like
know.
playing an event
Yeah,
raw.
yeah. I think at the bare minimum this should be like the same as the event or act ones.
Yeah, I think this should just be 6k, like the Goblin Slayer one. Like here, it's the same card.
Yeah.
Strength. Well, the
Mm,
Goblin Slayer one's good, but that's because you have events that are counters.
yeah, so you
Um,
get to also
he
save
can't
stuff.
really he can't really pump things on defense, so he loses points there. I think I'd rather
I
play the green one maybe. That like plays another event for you.
yeah, and depends. I guess if you want to hit like particular powers, though. No, because you can't even like you can't stand by this and then play a game because you're already in attack phase unless you have. Oh, I guess if you play the deck game, the one that combos with the same standby, where and then you can play a game with that and then bump it up. I don't
Oh my
know.
god, you're right. That's funny
Yeah,
that
you
you can
can
do
do
that. I don't think it's
you
worth it
can
though.
do some stuff with this, but I don't know if it's any good.
Yeah.
The stuff you can do, I don't know if it's good stuff. But it can do stuff, and the flavor is just like the same stuff
Yeah.
as the others.
Just playing the game. It's a
Yeah, just
cat.
playing the game.
All of your other
That's a
characters
cat.
with Ginty or Mayu and their card name get 500 power. Uh oh, this is a weird effect. Okay, hang on. When a climax is placed on your climax area, or when your character triggers standby, you may return this card to your hand. If you do, draw one, ditch one. I think I,
Huh.
I think it's like the
Okay.
thing before with the bag where they think that you can trigger a standby and then bounce this card to have an empty slot.
Yeah, probably. To be
Um,
fair, at least the initial part where you can bounce this, that in that case you can first draw bits because the on-play
yes.
effect is an auto. But yeah, when you actually trigger, then you cannot draw bits first.
They're kind of like also what counter like oh oh god, I'm sorry, I've had too much to drink already. The effects don't work together because you don't have the guy on stage anymore to give 500
Yeah, you
power
lose
if you
the
bounce it.
power pump. Yeah, that's also really weird. Like,
Um,
it would make more sense if you like had on-play give power
yeah,
to
on
one
play
of
give a
them,
thousand
and then
cross turn like the Rudy, and then I think it would be fine.
yeah, and then he can return to your hand
Hmm.
to open slots.
So strength, I
I
like
mean,
the
I
other
think
one
it's
more.
yeah, like
Oh,
it's
excuse me.
it's fine. It's fine. It's like it's like you can either play. It's either for bounce back for standby. It's either this or the yellow one that gave 1,000
Hmm.
power, which is also under spec. This one at least can draw this into a standby target, which I think is
Oh, true.
probably
You can actually
better.
ditch a standby target with this
Yeah.
card, and
Yeah,
then
when you play a
okay,
climax you can. When you
okay.
trigger you cannot. When you,
That's fine. I like that.
yeah, but it's decent. Yeah, it fulfills that particular role of the standby deck,
And then the
the bounce
flavor.
back.
Who's this cat? Whose cat is this?
It's the cat of Ginty, if I remember correctly. He's just like he has a cat because every loner that hates himself needs to have a cat.
True. I have a cat. All right. Balance. It's a weird
Mm,
one.
Probably fine.
It's probably fine.
Like the return to hand is usually 500. The global power is 500. I guess trigger check. Doing that on trigger checks, maybe
Oh,
it's 1,000.
you know
I
what's
don't
like
know.
kind of interesting about this card? I just noticed. This thing can die on your turn, and then if you trigger a climax in another lane, it pops itself back to hand.
Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Yes, you can get like an extra plus.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that probably warrants this being costed as 1,000. Yeah, I
sure.
think it's probably fine.
Okay. Next one is you. It's a Mayu again.
Okay, you have Euphoric Mayu. During your turn, if this card is on your center stage, your other character in the middle position of your center stage gets 1,000. Okay, and it's also a reverse bomb, a level 0 1. Yeah.
Okay, so that first effect is
Huh.
definitely just gonna be like 500, right? And then so
I
the
mean,
second
no,
one.
it's because it's a character in general, so I'm not 100% sure.
Sure, but it has two
No,
conditions. It
yeah,
has two conditions stacked on it. I think.
yeah, no, I think there's like the cruise level 0 in
Mhm.
your 0 that's like it has pay to search, which is 1,500 already, I think. or 1,000, I remember. That one's 500, and then it also has a spammable brainstorm, and it also has during your turn the other character gets 1,000 without the center stage condition. So I think that yeah, I think one of these two conditions has to live for this to make sense.
Okay.
Either your turn or the center stage.
So it has like a weird fraction power right now. Right, is
Yeah,
what you're saying? Okay. Balance. It's kind of
yeah, that
wonky.
just that. Yeah,
It's not
other than it's
terrible though.
fine.
Card's like not
Yeah,
the worst. It
I
was
mean, yeah,
only
it's
during your turn
fine.
though, which is like kind of unfortunate. It'd be cool if it was during your opponent's turn, so this bomb was also like protecting a character in center.
Yeah, yeah, it seems that it's an interesting idea. I think this is definitely useful with like clean cut, is to kill like your opponent has a big guy you want to bomb, and then you can also buff the clean cut, but only on your center stage, so it's on your middle position. I don't know, it can do stuff. It can do some interesting stuff potentially, but it's very restricted.
Hmm. What do you think about flavor here?
Uh, I don't know. I guess I'm imagining. I think he's euphoric for the idol guy. So I guess since that guy was very popular as an idol, maybe he is like he's in the middles. He's the middle. He's the center, and she's like
Yeah, you're right.
pining over him.
Sure,
So he gets buffed.
sure. And then speaking of which, we actually have the idol guy next. We got Idol Harada. When he becomes he's a 0/0/15. When he becomes reversed in battle, you may pay one, clock one, send him to memory. If you do, search for a music character, which I think is all Mayu's, or for this
Yeah,
one
it's
zero
him.
event.
It's him or the Mayus. Yeah,
Oh, he can search for himself too. Okay, so
yeah,
either him or a Mayu or this event. So let's real
yeah.
quick. What does this
Okay,
event do?
so
What the hell does this do? Oh, it's a 1/0 search for a. Oh, it's a cool event. Okay, so it either puts the boy into the memory, or if you already have the guy in memory, you just search for a Mayu.
okay, so you can get like a free search
Yeah,
potentially. That's pretty good.
I think.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Memories now has this profile, but it's 500 actually. So
You're
yeah, this is
right.
considered a very expensive sort of condition for searching.
Sure. Yeah, it's the snow bunny, right?
Yeah, it's the snow bunny.
Let me find that real quick, just so I can confirm with my eyes. Okay, but it does search for any character, so it's not like
Yeah,
restricted.
no, that doesn't matter. Like in
Yeah.
budget, it matters in the context of the set,
Oh
but
yeah. No, I know.
yeah, in balance it doesn't matter.
Um.
And the extra event is like adding an extra event is considered free. If you add
Yeah.
all events, that's when you have to adjust
Yeah.
the power.
Okay, so if he's 500, I still think the card's good.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, I think this is just like a good sort of searching Ricky think profile.
I think the
Like
biggest issue
even
here
even the 500.
is that the Mayus aren't very good.
I
Like the
mean,
Mayu
yeah,
level one
the
combo.
problem is that it searches only very specific stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can play him and then go into the salvage combo. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's this thing where you might have to do that thing where you play a worse game plan in a level just because it makes you play better stuff in other levels.
Yeah. Like this
Yeah,
package is good. Like if it makes you play the Marika, maybe it's worth it. And
yeah.
then flavor.
Uh, I guess like he
He wrote the
gets
song, right? This is his song.
yeah, this is his song.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, he gets like the song. He I guess like he goes to memory because she also dies.
Hmm.
He's her game partner because you have two people playing the game.
Uh.
So there is drama with that, like oh she has to fight her idol.
Okay. Oh my god, my cat is very upset outside my room right now. Next one.
Yeah.
This is you.
Okay, the card with Mema and Ginty. The character facing this card gets Claw Conquer. I don't know. Did I miss something? I was pretty sure this guy was like really brutal to his players. I don't know why he has all of these effects that
Give your
lets them
opponents
live.
encore. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm questioning if I remember the anime correctly. I don't know.
it's okay. I trust you.
Wait, no.
Whatever you tell me, I'll believe you.
Uh, okay, the balance. Yeah, I think it's correct.
Strength. Giving your
These days,
opponent
you
claw concord is really bad.
yeah. These days they would have pay two encore, which is considered the equivalent for this
Wait,
similar profile.
doesn't giving your opponents 2k encore
No,
give you
no. When
1k?
1K is when you give it to all other characters. When
Oh,
you're
this is
giving it
facing.
to just facing, that's
Okay,
500.
yep, sounds good.
I
And then
mean,
I don't like
strength, yeah, it's not very
I
good
don't like giving my opponent
because
claw concord because then they get free
yeah, like
pluses.
the thing is, even if you want to use this just as an early game card, like that's the time where Clock Conquer is probably the best because
Hmm.
you're helping go. It's kind of like you're giving them free Reiki effects, basically.
Yeah, free Riki and like if your opponent can like use this card if they get like stuck at level 0
Yeah,
and like
this
other
is
just
really
weird stuff
bad.
like
Like
that. Yeah.
the context of when you play this makes it extra bad.
Hmm. All right, and then this one, this is me. We got Japanese clothes Mayu. She's a frontal 500 assist to game characters and tap to give a character 1000 power. There's no way this is worth
Yeah,
3000
yeah.
power, right?
This is very underspec. That's what I know.
Okay,
Yeah, this could totally be like a level zero as well. Would
level
be,
zeros with this
you know,
combination of effects exist.
this is. I mean, I guess it's like fine in terms of giving power, but I don't know. This could just be a level zero.
You know what's funny? This does exist as like a level 0 in the set. Like there was the Married Life.
I mean,
Very
yeah,
like
it's not exactly the same, but
yeah, it's pretty.
it's close enough.
Yeah. And then flavor. Is there anything to this?
I mean, I don't know. She has the extra third trait to mention the fact that she has Japanese
Oh my
clothes
god, she has
for
three
some reason.
traits. I didn't even
I
notice
don't
that.
know.
That's
I don't
funny.
know. You
I
we
don't think
went
that's
through the
enough.
effort to add the third trait just for that. I don't know.
That's funny. I would never have noticed that. And this is you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. New day, Ginty. Up to one time per turn when you play a game. If he's in your center states, you can choose a game card in your wedding room, put into your stock. Okay. So based. Okay. So far, he's been using this condition for really underpowered. He has been considering a lot worse than it actually is. Like, and now here you have like an effect that's actually way stronger than what you get for like act or playing event. Where
Yeah.
if you have act or event, that would give you on reverse blind stock. If you want to go for a stock based effect.
Well, and even like so on reverse blind stock and on reverse stock a character from waiting room are like the same thing even.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the same thing. I'm just saying, like
No, you're right.
this, this sort of. So here he actually considered play a game as a harder thing, even though so far he's been
Considering it easier.
considering it as an easier thing. So there is there is an inconsistency here with how he's balancing the effects. And I'm
Um
not sure. Like I feel like this is probably not broken just because of how like difficult the games are to manage, but I think in Busimath this would cost a lot more probably because it's literally just you get a stock
I agree.
for without doing anything, just playing a thing. I'm
Yep.
not sure how much it would be exactly, but it would be.
So it's off for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much this would be. Like, yeah, flavors, just the same stuff. And I think yeah, you definitely play this just because
Yeah,
it's like it's helping you with your events. I think this is actually pretty strong. And even though it's like it has to be on your center stage, most of the stuff you can just play on your main phase and then move him back if you have something
that's
stronger.
true. You can. There's nothing stopping you from just putting him in the front, doing the thing, and moving him back.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got here? We got meeting with others, Ginty. On play. What the hell is this? This is a 2-1-75 on play mill 2, and he gets plus 1,000 times the number of characters or events he mills. What
Until the
the
end of
hell?
turn. No, yeah, this is a 500 effect, and you usually see it on level zeros.
Yeah,
Like if it was cross turn, it would at least be correct in budget, but it still would be really random for a 2-1. Yeah, I don't think this has anything to offer.
yeah, I don't like this one.
Yeah,
Flavor, there's nothing here, right?
there's nothing, no.
Okay. And then we got one more Mayu and 2 events.
Okay, so close with 3 exclamation points. Mayu. When this card attacks, if you have another red character, she gets 1500 and she has Encore. Okay, yeah. Like why? Why doesn't
Well,
she at least get like decently big if she's gonna be on turn, like on turn power only?
um, okay, so hang
And
on. This is over spec, isn't it?
yeah, this
Because
is
a 2-2
overspec.
with regular Encore is 8k on its own.
Yeah, it's overspec and it's also like terrible because the typical standby target is 10k cross turn.
That's a really unfortunate combination of things to be.
Yeah,
And then flavor, there's nothing here, I'm
I
guessing.
mean, no, I don't think there's anything.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm pretty sure this is the scene where she was about to die in the game, but she gets saved last minute. So I guess Encore makes sense. So I guess I
Sure.
can give it a plus for that.
Sure. Okay. Next card, I think this card's pretty good. This
Okay, I
is
think this
you,
is
right?
you.
Oh, me?
I
Cool.
think this is you. Yeah,
We got her favorite song. So this is the event that the level 0 Harada can search for.
yeah,
It's a 1-0 with 2 possible effects. The first one, if you do not have, oh, this should have quotations, right, around the different abilities. If you do not have a
yeah,
card
yeah.
named Idle Harada in memory, choose one in waiting room and put it in your memory. And then if you do have one in memory, you just search through your deck for a character with Mayu and its card name, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck.
Yeah, this is like a really good event, just as an event.
Hmm.
It just the problem is that it searches my use only.
I don't think Mayu even had like a level 3, right? Oh no, she
No,
had the good one.
she had the yeah the one that heals from waiting room. But yeah,
But you
other
don't
than
play
that,
that.
the
You play that
best
from waiting room.
yeah, and then the best stuff you
I
have is
guess you could
like
just count this as extra copies of your level 1 combo.
yeah, pretty much. And then I guess like you can add the level 3, and then you can use the cat to discard it before standbying it.
Sure. Yeah, so there's like
I
some
mean,
like niche stuff you can do with it.
yeah.
Balance, I
I mean,
think, is
yeah, I think
probably
it's
okay
yeah, it's pretty
actually,
good. Yeah, I
despite being a
think
1-0 search
I'm not
event.
sure. Usually, these are usually you have to always have one stock for this, but the conditions seem good enough, I guess, because usually memory to get memory, you usually have to pay one anyway.
Hmm.
So that I think that might be considered like okay, you get this stock you would have paid for the search. You got it from the memory you had to pay for.
Hmm.
No, yeah, I think actually as an event, I think this is like a really strong. It's like an A plus. The problem is that it only grabs my use.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And then we got one more red card. I think this is the red play a game.
Oh yeah, here we are. Got Twister. Okay, it has the play a game conditions, and the game is both players put the bottom four cards of the deck into their waiting room. For its climax among those cards, both players perform the following action. Look at the top card of your opponent's deck and put it on the top of their deck or into their waiting room. Huh. Okay, so the problem with that is that if you had a bunch of climaxes at the bottom of your opponent's deck, that probably means the top is much
Clean.
less likely to have climaxes, right?
Right.
Yeah. I guess if they are extremely compressed, this can definitely help. Also, like, if the top card is not a climax,
You
you
just leave
have,
it.
yeah, you leave it, and then what? Even if you got like four instances of this,
Yeah, you don't not do
you will
anything.
just keep living it unless you want to like gamble that the next few will be climaxes. Otherwise, you'll just mill a bunch of clean stuff.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah,
not
this is
very
this is.
good.
I like that he tried to like innovate on the ice steel formula, but this is not a very good way to go
Yeah,
about it.
it's not doing it for me.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I don't.
the good thing is that even when this hits for your opponent, they are not actually getting much, but you're not getting much either.
Yeah,
So
at
yeah, I
least
think
like
this is very
the
good.
worst case scenario, your opponent isn't just like burning you 3 times.
Yeah,
Balance.
yeah, yeah.
It
Yeah,
seems
I
super
don't
super
know.
under spec.
I don't know. I have no idea. These events are really weird to judge. I
Flavor.
mean, I don't know. I have to like
It's probably pretty
if I
hard to
thought
translate
if I
Trickster.
thought if I thought a lot about it, maybe I could think about how this effect makes sense for a game of Twister, but I don't feel like thinking about it right now.
Sure. Yeah. Well that concludes red. Tune in next time. We got just one more color to go through. I will see you guys later.